Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing another video and build a boat for treasure. So, yeah. So today we're actually going to be adding rotating, so you can actually like rotate your builds, which is nice. Well, you can rotate your blocks. So let's do that. So the first thing that we're going to do is go into local script, and we're going to say, we're going to define two variables. And the first one is going to be local UIS, which is user input service. And we're going to get that by saying game get service. And then we're going to get the user input service. Okay. So the next thing that the next variable that we're going to make is the object rot. And that is basically just object rotation, but it is way too long to say rotation, so I just say rot. So object rot is equal to vector3.new 0, 0, 0. Okay, so now we can go down to right here, and after this is when we give the server side, it tells the server to actually create the block for everyone else. So we're going to also pass in the rotation. So we're going to give it object rot. Okay. So now we can go over to here, and we're going to create a new function, and that is going to be uis.inputBegan connect function, and it is going to take in input, and that is going to be the key that you pressed, and it is going to take in chat. And what chat is well, it's not actually just like chat. It is game something something. I can't remember it, but it's like if this is true, then that means that they're like typing into chat, or like they're clicking on a UI. So all we want is if they're not like clicking on any UI, or they're not using any UI. They're just playing the game and not using any like chat or anything. So I'm just going to call it chat for now because there's nothing else that would use that. So the first thing that we're going to say is if not chat. So if they're not chatting, if they're not typing into the chat bar, then we'll do everything else. So if not chat, then, well, actually, before we can do this, before we can check if they aren't chatting, we have to check if it's equipped, because since this is outside of the equip function, this won't know if it's equipped or not. So we need to say if equipped, then we need to put this inside of here. Oops. And yeah. So if equipped, then, and then if not chat, then. Okay. Now we're going to create another for loop, or another if loop. Wait, why am I saying loop? If statement. So we're going to say if input dot key code, so the key that they pressed, is equal to enum dot keycode dot r. And enum is like a big library basically, and it contains like everything that you could ever need. So like all of this stuff, and you use that when you're like you can basically use this for a ton of I can't really give like I can't really think of anything to explain it, but just know that this is like a huge library, and you'll probably, if you keep coding, then you'll probably use it a lot. So we're going to say enum.keycode.r because r is going to be the thing that rotates the object, or r is going to be the button that rotates it. And if that's true, then we're going to do object rot is equal to object rot plus vector3.new, and it is going to be 0 by 45 by 0. And that is just going to change the rotation of the object to make it spin. And yeah. So now, actually, let's go into here. And you have to set the rotation after you set the C-frame, because C-frame sets the position and the rotation. So let's just put it right here, right after here. Let's just say object dot primary part dot rotation is equal to object rot. Okay, so that is good. Actually, let's test that out. So if we join, then we use our build tool. If we click R, it will rotate 45 degrees. Okay. So now that we know that works, we can actually do the server-sided stuff. So first, we're going to make sure it takes in the rotation. I'm just going to call this rot. And all we have to do with this is after we set the primary part, we can just say block. I think that's what we called it. Yep. Block dot primary part dot rotation is equal to rot. And remember, rot is just rotation, so it's just an abbreviation. Okay, so if we play this, this actually should work. So if I turn it like this, then I place it, it should be that. It should be like that. Okay, so that works, and then it'll actually save like the rotation. Like if it's like this, it'll save it. So that's nice. But one thing that you might be able to see is that by rotating it, you get some funky stuff happening. So like by rotating it, you can actually offset things, and we do not want that, because if we rotate it and then we like put this block off of it, it does not actually fall in line with our building system. So I'm going to fix that in the next video, and you can see this because if I like do this, then I like add here, it doesn't really work. Then it makes it even worse when you start like trying to start building without the angle change. So this is just a whole mess, and we are going to change that in the next video. So if you want to see that, subscribe and turn on post notifications, because then you can know when my new video is out, which then you can know how to fix whatever this is, this big mess, this big mess of an offset. So yeah, this was a really short video, which I'm very happy about, but I'll see you guys in the next one, and bye.